Hey guys, so I am starting off by prepping my skin with the Badescue Lavender Facial Spray, and then I am applying my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer all over my skin, and then I am going to put on some DuWop Lip Venom, and this is really going to help prime and prep my lips. It really makes them plump and soft before I put on any other lip product, so I love to do this if I want my lips to look extra pouty that day. And then I'm moving on to my skin. I am putting on some Benefit Porefessional Primer, and I'm really just pressing this in all over my face. This will help keep me from getting like oily and also fill in all my pores. And then I'm going in with the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. That's a lot. And as you can see, it's kind of too pale for me. This is like one of my darker foundations, and I had just self-tanned. So I thought it would work, but it wasn't really, so I mixed in a little bit of my L'Oreal Lumi foundation to kind of help match my body, and I am applying this with my beauty blender as always. So yeah, I kind of was not happy with my foundation shade. I felt like it looked kind of weird and ashy because of the way I mixed the two foundations, and it just was like not matching my neck too well. So I am going to try and bring more yellow tones and kind of cancel out the gray with this Lancôme Complete Coverage Concealer. And I showed you another concealer too, but I really only used the Lancôme one. But this one has a lot of yellow tones in it, and I'm just applying this all over my eyelids, under my eyes. I'm going to put on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, under my nose, basically everywhere I want to highlight, just where I normally place concealer. I was hoping that this would kind of like cancel out those weird kind of colors I had going on. And of course I'm blending this all in with my beauty blender, and then I'm applying a light layer of my Cody Airspun powder. I just wanted to make sure that I was set and I wouldn't sweat off my foundation like immediately, but I didn't want to look super cakey or anything. I wanted my skin to look as natural as possible. Now I'm going in with the Too Faced Koko Contour Palette, and I'm picking up Medium Mocha with my e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush, and I'm going to begin contouring. So I'm contouring under my cheekbones, and I'm also kind of bronzing as well, and then I'm going to bring it up on the sides of my forehead and up onto my temples. But I also feel like this color was not the right shade for me to go in with initially, because it was too gray tone for my current skin tone, and it just kind of starts looking muddy. You can kind of see here. So I started going in with the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer with this fluffy BH Cosmetics brush to kind of make it better, but that actually kind of just made it more muddy. So I was starting to struggle a little bit at this point, as you can see. But then I decided to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cinnamon Contour Powder, and I'm using that same BH Cosmetics brush for this, and this is a super, super warm toned powder, so that kind of helped, but I was looking super bronze and a little bit muddy, so I decided to go ahead and go in with my Cody Airspun powder and bake. So I'm cleaning up this contour area that was a disaster, and I'm just kind of creating that really harsh line under it, and then I'm going to drag it all the way down onto my jawline and on my chin. Also, if you see me singing and dancing in this video, I'm sorry, I was listening to my Jesus music because I was getting ready to go to church, so that is why I was singing and dancing. And then I'm going in with this Smashbox eyeshadow brush, and I'm just contouring my nose. I used the Medium Mocha from the Too Faced palette for my nose contour. And I'm also contouring under my lip with this same thing because I just wanted my lips to look super pouty, as I mentioned earlier, and this kind of makes them look bigger if you contour right under your lip. And then of course I'm cleaning up and baking my nose contour area. So now to move on to the eyes, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm taking the shade Naked with my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just putting this all in my crease. It's kind of a cool tone to neutral eyeshadow, but I just wanted it as my base kind of color because I'm going to add more browns on top of it. So I'm just buffing that all into my crease. Now I'm picking up Buck with my MAC 217 brush, and this is a little bit darker and warmer toned. So I'm basically putting it everywhere I put Naked, but I'm just kind of going a little bit deeper and more intense with this to kind of create that smokier crease look, but still have it be relatively light. I didn't want it to be super dark or anything. And now to really warm it up, I'm taking that ABH Cinnamon contour powder and putting that in my crease as well, but I'm focusing it closer to that outer corner. I'm building it up more on the outer corner. Now I'm taking Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear eyeshadow, which is a really beautiful color, and I'm really putting this just on that outer area. I'm blending it towards my crease, but I'm really focusing it on that outer corner to kind of give that feline winged shape to my eye, but not like have to do a super intense smoky like cat eye look. Just this kind of gives that illusion. So now I'm going in with my Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm applying it with this small detail brush. This is like a no-name brush, but you can get this basically with any company. And I'm applying that all over my lid, and I'm tapping it to make it tacky and kind of make sure it's an even layer. So I'm going to do that on both lids, of course. Now I'm picking up Sidecar and Toasted, and I'm mixing those two shades, and I'm applying those all over my lid with my BH Cosmetics flat shader brush. And then I am, of course, blending all of my eyeshadow together. I'm mixing the shimmers with the crease by just running my MAC 217 brush through that area. And I ended up putting on a couple layers of the eyeshadow to make it really pretty and metallic. So now I'm just defining my eyes with a little bit of eyeliner. I'm using the Essence Waterproof Black Eyeliner Pen to do this. I'm not doing like a wing or anything or a super thick line. I just wanted to have a nice base for my eyelashes and just kind of define that upper eye line. Now I'm just curling my eyelashes and prepping them for my mascara and falsies. So I'm just applying a coat of the Wet n Wild Max Factor eye mascara. Obviously it's eye mascara, but yeah, I'm just applying some of this mascara. And then I'm using my Koko Adore lashes, and I'm just sticking those bad boys on, and I'm using the Duo Dark Tone Eyelash Glue like I always do. Now I'm just using my tweezers to like perfect them and make sure they're on my eye correctly. Now moving on to my brows, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo, and I'm using a angled brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm relatively lightly filling in my brows. I wanted to just define them and kind of enhance them a little bit, but I didn't want to make them super harsh or anything because I don't want like super intense brows for this look, because this looks kind of glowy and just pretty, so I didn't want like blocky brows. And now I'm using the Pixie Brow Tamer, which is just like a clear brow mascara, to set my brows. Now I'm going in with the shade Virgin from the Naked palette and this small detail kind of definer flat shader brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm applying that to my brow bone and blending it, of course. And then I'm just going back over that lash line with my eyeliner because I cannot stand when you can see the glue. And then I'm taking this ABH brush and some of that cinnamon contour powder from ABH as well. And I'm just kind of putting it on the outer corner of my lower lash line to drag those colors together and connect the upper and lower lashes. Now I'm using this e.l.f. blush brush to just remove all that powder that I had baking and just really kind of blend all the powders together on my face. And then I'm picking up the Dosi Freematic Blush Mono in Vintage Mauve, and I'm applying this with my Luxie blush brush. Now I'm going in with Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highlight. I don't get to wear as much as I like because it is usually too dark for my natural skin tone, but with my self tan I was able to kind of use it this time, which I was so happy about. And I am kind of applying this in layers. As you'll see, I'm going to blend this out and then go back in so that it's not like a super streaky highlight, but more of just like an overall glow to my face. And to apply the highlight, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that came in the Modern Renaissance palette. Now I'm going back in with that Wet n Wild Max Factor mascara, and I'm using it to kind of connect my actual lashes with my falsies and just kind of get rid of any remnants of my eyeshadow and make them super dark and super black. And of course I'm applying mascara to my lower lash line as well. To really brighten my eyes, I'm using this Cover FX Perfect Pencil in the shade In Light on my inner waterline area to really open up my eyes. And then I'm going in with MAC Nylon eyeshadow and applying that to my inner corner to really open up my eyes as well. And then for my lips, my camera died before I could finish filming, but I used the Lancôme lip liner in Charme and the City Color Be Matte lipstick in Cappuccino and the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. So I didn't finish filming that, obviously, because like I said, my camera died. But here is the final look other than that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!